Oh yeah, new RGB headlights from S550 Euros. 2018 Mustang's about to go down. Stay tuned. Okay, real quick, inside the box you're going to find obviously the headlights. You'll have one of your remotes, and this is some directions in terms of what to do and how to operate the app, this remote, and if you do have a European version Mustang, which I don't have to worry about, it gives you some directions on how to do some additional wiring when installing these on a vehicle. Also ordered a pack of Posi taps, Posi tap connectors from Amazon, so I'm not having to deal with any of those weird wire splicing. I hate those things. I don't even know what you call them. Those little wire tap thingies. Don't like those. Find these work a little bit better, and you don't have to destroy as much of the wire. This just pokes through. Yeah, it's currently about 18 degrees outside. To do a lot of my mods for the next season during the winter. Going to get started on this. Can't really show any features or anything on the headlights because they're not installed yet, and in order to do that, got to take off the bumper, get the car on some jack stands, get the wheels off so I can get in the fit in the wheels, make everything easy on me. But we're about to get to it. It's probably going to take me a couple days, not because it's that hard, it's just I like to take my time. So this is day one. Got them open, going to get the car in the air, and we're going to get to it. Alright, finally in the garage, getting ready to get started on getting this bumper off so I can install these headlights. Car's technically stored away right now. I only say technically because it's not covered up. It's definitely in storage. Our car show season here in Cleveland normally wraps up around the end of October, and this car has not really been driven regularly since then. But yeah, I got to turn this thing around so I can have the nose kind of facing out of the garage so I can work on it that way. And yeah, let's go. The wheels are off so I can get in here and start taking out splash shields and all the bolts that connect the bumper. This is not going to be a comprehensive video on how to remove the bumper. That's not what this video is. So once I do have the bumper off, I'll rejoin you guys when it comes to actually installing the headlights and any wiring up that might need to be done. They are plug and play, but there is a little bit of wiring. But yeah, this won't be a comprehensive video on how to remove the bumper, but I will put some links into some other videos that show you how to remove the bumper and go from there. Okay guys, wheels are off, bumper's off, and the next move is to remove the factory headlights. So on both sides there's going to be a bolt here. There's going to be one on the side underneath the headlight, and then there's one right in the front. I'm going to undo all of those, slide it on out, and then unclip the connector from the back, and we'll get started on wiring up and doing our plug and play on the new RGB headlights. both 10 mils are out, and correction, the one right here on the side, the bottom, this is actually a 14. Okay. Take this off. I won't worry about that in a second, but so we're going to undo it here. Just unclip it. Repeat for the other side. Also, keep in mind that there's a little clip that one of these wires is connected to. It's a little clip right there that clips onto the headlight, if I can get it to focus. This slides onto it. It's not really hard to get off. Flathead screwdriver will pull it off, but that'll be the last thing you'll have trying to keep your factory headlight in place. But just be sure once the new headlight is in, you slide that clip back over the position on the new ones as well. Now that I got this thing set into place, I didn't bolt it down yet, but I am going to grab my key and I'll just at least hit the unlock button to make sure this starts up. These are the other wires right here for splicing into your turn signal, which will be down here. Not going to worry about that just yet. Test this to make sure it lights up. Oh yeah, that's pretty slick. Alright. Alright. Let's wrap this up. Okay, upon further inspection and doing a little bit more reading of the directions, the blue wire that's hanging off of this, off of both tail lights, that is actually your RGB sync cable. So it may not seem like there's enough wire, but there's just enough wire to get from the passenger to driver, and the driver's side is actually very, very short, but the passenger side has just enough to make it to this side. Connect those two wires together, and you can go ahead and bolt in. And this yellow wire right here on both sides is to be able to tap into your turn signal, so you can have a sequential turn signal if you wanted these to light up when you hit your blinker. I'm going to go ahead and get this side completed. We're running out of daylight, so I know the garage is pretty well lit, but We're going to go ahead and wrap this up tomorrow, button the car back up, and aim the beams and do all of that.
One day later.
Okay, it's the following day, it's the following afternoon. Actually, the weather's a little bit better today than it was yesterday. I think it's like almost 40 degrees, if not 40 degrees right now. And yesterday actually wasn't that bad either. It was 18 degrees before I went outside, but by the time I came out during the afternoon, it was already up to like 32. So it was still cold, but I could still work. So anyway, this wire here is supposed to tap into, on this side it's the blue wire. I'm not sure if you could see that, but it's going to be a blue wire. I think it has a green tracer on it. We're going to tap into that so we can get our top row of the DRLs to work as the sequential. Now on the other side, I'll show a picture of it in a second, but on the other side it's actually a yellow wire with a brown tracer on it. That wire on that side almost looks as if it's purple. Only other yellow one on that side is a yellow wire with an orange tracer through it. So the one with the brown tracer on it on the other side, it's a yellow wire with a brown tracer. That's the one that we want to tap into for that turn signal. On this side, it's a blue wire. And like I said, it looks like the tracer on this is green. I can't really tell, but it is the only blue wire on this side, so you can't make that mistake. So what I'm going to do here now is, this has a T-tap built into it already. And like I said earlier in the video, I hate T-taps. I mean, this is a cooler looking one. It actually seems like it will work a little better. But yeah, we're just going to cut that off. So we're just going to use a pair of scissors here. And can't find my wire strippers, but that's cool because we just need that much of this wire exposed. And we're going to use this posi tap that I talked about earlier. So with the posi tap, this portion here is going to hold the wire on this side. It's going to hold it so that when you screw this down, this piece will pierce the wire and hold this secure, while this portion will go in through the top, just like this. So I've already pulled back some of the covering on this wire just so I can get some more access to these, so I can get to this blue wire here. I don't like splicing or doing anything too close to the actual connector. So I got more of this blue wire exposed. I'm going to take the portion of our posi tap here that holds the wire. I'm going to take the wire that we need to tap in for the turn signal. I'm going to screw these together. Alright, we are tapped. Everything is together here. Nothing coming out. Alright, I'm going to test our turn signals on both sides. Okay, forgive the wind a little bit because it is a very windy day today, but the connectors worked. We're tapped in correctly. I got the hazards running so I can get both of these blinking at the same time. Working perfectly, just like they should. Turn signals look great. Going to get our protective plastic off of the headlights, and then we're going to go ahead and button the car back up, and I will see you guys when this vehicle is back on the ground.
the very next evening.
Before I mess with these light functions, right now I'm going to aim the beams. I have two little red markings I sprayed on my garage, plus right next to the tire, the front tire, I have marked some spots on the ground from before I changed the headlights, so I'll know where the car was relative to the garage, just so I can have an idea of where the factory headlights were aimed. It's going to be a little bit of wind, so forgive me. I am outside, and we had a rough couple days in terms of the weather. It's been kind of up and down, and it's pretty rainy yesterday as well when I was trying to film. I'm going to try to go ahead and get this done right now. I'm going to activate the headlights, turn them on. You might not be able to see the spots on the garage anymore, but I am about to go ahead and try to make this adjustment. The adjustment for the headlights are either end of the engine bay next to the fender wells. Can't miss it. I got a little picture right here below. I'm going to go ahead and adjust these. So apparently left is up and right, turning to the right is down. Not sure if you guys can see that at all, but that's about where I had the factory ones marked. Go on to the other side, passenger side. So now I got the headlights aimed. My next move is to go ahead and show you guys the functions of the app and how it correlates to the headlights and the different modes. App booted up. I have to connect the device. So apparently, when you first activate this app, after everything's connected, the lights are going to correlate to what you want them to do. So I'm going to press auto, and when I press auto, that's going to give me, I guess, option 1, 2, 3, 4, and if you can't tell, all the options it's giving me so far, these are for the demon eye, and the glare that's hitting the camera right now is probably not allowing you to see that, but the demon eye is changing colors. So it goes like this. I'm just going to go ahead and before I start messing with the colors, I'm going to go ahead and do this. So you hit auto twice. You see how the DRLs are blinking? That means those are the ones I can operate right now. So option 1 right here is going to be my default. If I move it to +1, it's switching colors, because that's when it's telling you that you can change colors to like a solid or whatever. So let's go blue or teal or whatever. I can do that. So that's within option 2. Now if I go to option 3, I get different pulses and different animations or whatever. And this is 4, 5, and these are very well made. This is pretty cool how they got this set up. Once again, forgive the wind. It was a relatively easy time installing these, all things considered. However, the conditions for filming are kind of weird. It's not bad, but we got cars driving by, we got the wind, and nothing too bad, but just bear with me, guys. We're here for the headlights anyway. So I'm all the way up to like 8 right now, okay? Now if I tap auto twice, again, this is the DRLs. So the DRLs are currently blue, and they're giving me 1 animation. And I got them blinking again. So let's see, I want to put the DRLs on purple or green or something. I can do all of that. So you know which one you're operating because it's going to flash first or blink. I'm going to go ahead and put the DRLs back on setting number 2, and I'll just pick a color that I like right now. So let's go back to teal. Hang on, let's try to get to it. Like I said, the app is a little clunky. Just a little bit. So we're back to teal. And let's say that I want to modify that teal. I'm going to drag it up a little bit. And now we have like a, almost like a turquoise-ish. It's more green than blue at this point. That's the DRL, and that's the Demon Eye. So I'm already on option. Let's see. Let's go to option 1 on the Demon Eye. And pick a color. So I think option 1 keeps it changing the same as the DRLs. Go ahead and pick another color. What we're going to do right here is we're going to just go back to the DRLs and we're going to go look at all the crazy animations one more time. Let's see. Just let these play for a little bit. I'm just keep cycling through. And also this remote that they give you, this automatically sets everything back to the default factory white. Bulbs automatically also turn white when you turn the vehicle on. I think the DRL still stay the same color that you set it as. Your high beam, low beam, all that's going to be white when you're driving. Right now the DRLs are set to like a turquoise type of green that I played with earlier, and I have the Demon Eye. These 3 cubes are your actual headlight, the Demon Eye in it, and that looks really good together. These look way better off camera. They look way better in person. These really turned out great. This is one of my favorite purchases for this vehicle. I want to go ahead and activate all my other auxiliary lighting real quick. Go ahead and start the car, and I'm going to wrap up this video. Now that this is completed, I feel that choosing these lights was definitely a win. The install really wasn't difficult at all, especially if you know what you're doing, and even if you have a general idea of what to do, it's really just more time consuming than anything. I probably would have had this done in a day, maybe if I had an extra set of hands and also if I wasn't filming at the same time. I'm really liking these RGB lights, and the app does have a learning curve, but the features are pretty dope. Shout out to S550Euros on a great product, and no, I'm not sponsored by them, but hey, if you guys are watching, I'm a regular customer, so holla at me. With all that said, this was a fun install. I learned a few things, and I'm really looking forward to displaying these for the next car show season. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and checking out this review. So until next time, be blessed, stay safe, take care, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.